I'm actually doing a live broadcast on YouTube. I am checking out what the quality would be. I just first wanted to bring up something that happened the other day. I haven't been playing that much Madden. I've had a little problem with my head where I haven't been able to play games for a couple days. This happens from time to time. And I was thankfully able to turn it on today. So I was able to look at it. You can see it's like this is the exhibition mode. I just quickly wanted to look at one particular team. Woo-doo-doo. Ba-ba-bum. I think I'm probably going the wrong way. That would be funny in its own right. There we go. The Washington football team now doesn't have the NFL symbol on it, which is good. I'm glad they do not have the NFL symbol on it anymore because that was just literally ridiculous. And you can see they have the W in the middle, and it's Washington football team. It just makes more sense. And if we look at the uniforms, they actually have the number on the side of the helmet now, and they actually just look like what they said they would have the uniforms be. So I don't know why it took a patch. Another patch to get this on there, but it looks a lot better. I'm actually like extremely happy for it. We won't see it till next year, because we already played the first game against Washington in Washington, so we won't see it for a while. But I just wanted to bring it up and everything, so it was a known factor. Hopefully, it will get automatically patched. I don't know why it does this and stuff. When I load my franchises, it doesn't have the save date and such on them, which is kind of messed up. I don't know why it does that whatsoever. But you can see in everything where instead of it having the NFL symbol in the franchise, it shows the Washington football team symbol for the franchise. So that it's like instantaneously better, and I am like so much more happy. I am going to sim the weekly training because I do not feel like it. So I will sim them, and I'll probably get just the bronze. And we'll just go from there. We get bronze, I get bronze. I just don't feel like playing the mini games today. Do. And let's play the Rams. Not really sure how good the Rams really are. I mean, they're a decent team, but I certainly don't fear them. They have a good running game, but I have a very good run defense, in my opinion. The miracle thing that I hold my breath on is there's been some injuries during games, which are typical and normal. So I'm quite happy with it.
From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And sadly, I'm not seeing their new stadium, but I'm seeing like what's called we're home, so there's not much I can do about that.
We'll see Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Rams.
You gotta love the running game for the Eagles.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they enter play here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Out come the Rams, and at the controls, the former Cal Bear standing at 6'4", quarterback Jared Goff.
Well, it's not unusual for a team to have a little bit of a letdown after appearing in the Super Bowl. And the Rams had that Super Bowl letdown after their loss in Super Bowl 53 to New England. But it might surprise people that quarterback Jared Goff still finished 3rd in the NFL in passing yards at better than 4,600. They just want to see him cut down on the number of interceptions he threw last year, and they think the Rams can elevate their offense yet again.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And just a yard to go here on second down. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. He was brought down there by Will Parks.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 39, Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on
people
them.
talk about
Motivate
things
them.
going in
Most of these guys are self-motivated.
animations.
I
I don't.
their performance.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff.
Ah, crap.
That is Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to get it down
I
to the
over-pursued.
33-yard line here. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
This will be caught inside the 10.
Wow.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
From the 8, they've got it first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Wow.
Josh Reynolds, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Week 1, I didn't have this problem once.
Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
Okay, we'll be fine.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Philadelphia gets ready on offense behind Carson Wentz, the number 2 pick back in 2016 out of North Dakota State.
And when I think of Carson Wentz in his first 4 years in the league, I kind of look at him as bookends, because his first year as a rookie, he started all 16 games. The next 2 years, beset by injuries, but last year started all 16 in the regular season again and was very productive. His first 4,000-yard campaign throwing the ball, 27 touchdowns and only 7 interceptions. The injuries got him again in the wild card game, but when he's on the field, his team is dangerous.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game, and he'll get this one up to the 26. The numbers for Sanders last week, by the end of that one, he was knocking on the door for 200 yards.
And that was as good as I've seen him run the football. I mean, he absolutely attacked that defense. It looked like he was on the varsity, and they were scrimmaging the JV.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Come on.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Wow.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Wentz on the give to Sanders. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders, and he's taken down inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Okay.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz.
Oh, crap.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Samson Abukum. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
And that's why I'm doing the screen here.
Wentz.
Oh.
This one's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and now it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Not much I can do about it when he's completely covered like
play
that.
of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Working from the gun, Wentz.
Oh, crap.
That is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And
Damn.
he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Wow.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road.
That wasn't even
early.
close.
They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than
And that's
them.
okay because he was a little rushed, so he threw it. And
they responded.
it's going to take your accuracy away a little bit. So it's an acceptability of what happens in real football.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be stopped
They're just doing what they want.
Midfield. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a 1st down. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Connection made here. Goff to Higbee. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Up into the last 5 weeks of the 2019 season, if you had said, who is Tyler Higbee? You might have got some blank stares back, but down the stretch, only Julio Jones and Michael Thomas had more targets in the final month of the 2019 season. A breakout year for Tyler Higbee.
Another 1st down.
He expects to continue those types of numbers and beyond going forward.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards
need to
or
play
less.
better.
That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Draw play. This is Miller. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Yes.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Cravon will block with a pick, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run. It's Sanders. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
Donald just kills.
He gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Oh, no, not again.
Traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him.
I just threw it in the coverage. I don't
wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find
This
a way
is
to
my
pull
mistake.
it together and become sharp again?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
But when you think of the Rams and their passing game, sometimes Robert Woods
I was
gets
going for that
overlooked.
interception.
But if I told you he led the team in targets for the last 2 years and had 139 last year, would you be surprised? Probably. But now with Brandon Cooks gone from the roster, they'll look in his direction maybe even more. And I just love the intensity that he...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Out of the gun. Gone.
Oh, crap.
Got
to get that. First guy, you got to get the tackle.
15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Oh, gosh.
Man open, it's Cup.
It's missed tackle.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Hey, guys, go at his legs.
His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams add on to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs so much.
These aren't
for
bugs. These are actual. Look at it. 2 guys missed tackles. 1, 2 missed tackles.
You've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to.
It's just a fact in the NFL. It happens.
He accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had to feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Salute the Madden putting the autism foundation
Just a
in there. It's really cool.
And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
It's nice of them to put some charities in the game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. A reminder, still some good games coming up here in week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there.
Yeah,
because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Wentz. And that is incomplete.
That's okay.
He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And
wow.
That is incomplete.
It was like perfect timing.
Force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now Wentz on 3rd down.
Oh, don't fall.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Oh.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's got Miller. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a first down throw. Gone. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Goff throwing again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Well, last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well. That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half.
Finally getting some momentum.
This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Carson Wentz and the Eagles getting set to take over. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Yeah, there's 8 in the box. That's why it's red.
Wentz now on first down. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Gotta be careful with Darnold here.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Sometimes what you got to do is...
another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 19.
They made the INT before because there was 2 people in that area. So I audible the one guy not to be in that area.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
I love slants.
First and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's
Oh, wow.
incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Wow.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
I thought he had it.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders there to make the grab. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one makes it 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
Down 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high. Watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles fly. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that...
Yes!
He fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former Ram, Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play,
here we go again.
The other way for 6 points.
Elliott good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
And search a redemption from the pick six. Gone. Then he'll find his target. Woods. It's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap for Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Goff gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
They're not going to have enough time. They have to get out of bounds.
On first down, Goff. He wants
oh my God!
Touchdown, LA! Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon, and the Rams have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point.
Was anybody matched up on him?
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of the second quarter. Out for the PAT, here's Sloman. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the result for the Rams,
somebody missed coverage there.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he finds his tight end, it's Ertz. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's
it's worth trying
on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin out in the Windy City of Chicago. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. DJ Chark, a touchdown reception. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Dak Prescott has thrown a touchdown pass. In the game you're watching, it was Jared Goff with a strong first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front. As we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. That's where we are. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Oh, crap.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz.
Do it too early. My bad.
Bears are going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Webster now to return. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. So Jared Goff, he is the focus of our player spotlight. And really a solid group effort. I mean, the montage focuses on him, and rightfully so. But it's been a good job of a team to get this lead.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that. I love the observation. Offensive line and people having to protect him, they've really been in sync and been on point. How about the guys going out and catching the ball? Oh, the receivers, the running backs, everyone is involved today. And what we're watching right now is really a beautiful team effort, isn't it?
Absolutely. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tenth carry now for Lamar Miller. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Goff's throw here finds Woods.
Come on.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. To the air again. Goff. Man open. It's Kupp. He's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Cooper Kupp had a big season in 2019. Also saw the emergence of tight end Tyler Higbee for the Rams. He really jumped up his game about the last month of the season. But when it came time to ring the bell and get into the end zone, the Rams still looked towards Kupp. 10 touchdowns in 2019. Runs his routes with great precision and intelligence.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 4. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. He's got it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On play action, it's Wentz. Dancing to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
On first down, it's Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Wentz on target there to Jeffrey. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game.
That time we just switched it over to Max Protect.
That's why you work out so hard in the offseason.
So they can have a little bit more time for that play to develop.
Big plays.
So from Rams territory now,
where I'm having problems
is
time
at the
sometimes.
41. They'll run with Sanders. Ashawn Robinson there on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Another run with Sanders. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, they didn't bother blocking him that time.
The scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Whoa!
Defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Oh.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. There to make the tackle, Samson Ebukam. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Wentz. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a play fake. Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are back within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he'll bang that one through. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
I need some
Here's
defense.
the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Goff on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. 3rd down here.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
This is brought in at the 21. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit.
Come on, here we go, here we go.
Lead.
See what we can do.
They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being
Didn't see that guy coming.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
I will not stop running the ball. I have somehow kept Darnold like really silent the entire game.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about
Not saying it
4.
to jinx myself, it's just
And that last carry puts him right at 100
kinda
yards
scared
for
about
the
it.
game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Okay, Ertz, this is your play here.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed.
It's not going to work.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throwing now is Wentz. He'll hit Jackson complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
On first down, it's Sanders, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Looking at maybe Goddard here.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz shakes off the sack.
No. Oh.
In the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Well, that's way too many yards there.
Give him the credit for the sack
boy.
and a loss of 14 yards.
Now he's in the zone after one sack.
A little bit now, although it's not funny for anyone trying to block Aaron Donald. But you know, all week long, they say to themselves, don't give up any sacks.
How did he get the sack?
One there. They double team
He broke out of that sack.
They try and isolate and make sure that Aaron Donald can't get to their quarterback, and he always seems to find a way. He's not just a physical presence. He plays the game with a great football IQ.
Okay, I honestly can't. I have to run the ball. I got to accept that I'm going to get a field goal
Eagles
here.
Coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Here's Sanders.
Yeah.
They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
It's one of those things you just accept.
What really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
I'm just accepting
so now one
this
of the
field
biggest
goal.
kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will attempt to return.
We're gonna have this tight now for the last quarter here.
To take over again on offense, and we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
Wow.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. Setting up the screen for Miller. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
This is what we need to do.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Miller. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter.
There we go.
Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On play action, Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And incomplete. An excellent play.
Lucky it was an interception.
Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Come on.
Wentz going to throw. Oh, there's that man again.
Face mask?
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15.
It's going to be like 3rd and 5 or 6.
And quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Allows me to take some clock off. It allows me to do a lot of things here.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They fake the give. Now Wentz.
I should have threw it away.
The Rams got him. They bring him down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. Well,
I wanted to throw it away. It just
nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Okay.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here comes Webster. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. L.A. readies for its next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Did I get it?
Intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay.
Yeah, we dominate today.
So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Zach Ertz and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over. And partner the defense, they were keyed in on him early, but his talent shining through as of late.
I like what you said about keyed in, because it all started in their first meeting of game planning for this game, where they went over things with their team and said, all right, this is the guy we have to take out of the game. Make sure you get enough coverage on him, all the different defenses. Sometimes you run everything you've got in the first half, and they adjust in the second half and start to play better.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Wow.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Sanders. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front.
Don't worry, I'm not hiking this one.
If they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
I'm not in a rush. I thought they were going to call a timeout. I'm confused why the Rams haven't called timeout yet.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. Now
there
a
it
timeout
is.
called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Here's a question. Do you go for it? Or do you just kneel and kill the clock? I don't know.
Game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
I don't see the harm in getting the touchdown. I'd rather have sure points because I might miss a field goal.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Then again.
2nd down at 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score.
Ooh,
right there
Darnold
to
was
give
there.
the advantage.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
E-A-T-L-E-S, Eagles.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Okay, guys, they need a touchdown.
Down by 7. A little over a minute to go. We're
going to go in prevent mode.
Lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That'll be caught by Cup. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now it's gone. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. And he's got this down to the 35. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And it'll move the chains. Underneath for Miller.
And that's the game.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Eagles, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I didn't do very good passing-wise, but the running game was fine this week.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I'm going to do one more thing to show you guys some minor changes that I made. Don't know if you recognize that I did make a few roster changes that I wanted to actually talk about at the beginning, but I didn't really bring it up. Rather you be Robbie Coleman. I want you to be more of a get better zone. Yeah. And then it's like, let's see. There you go. You can review the transactions that happen. Just want to look at here's some of the trades that I made. I made a trade with Pittsburgh, sent Rieger, And Mills to the Steelers. And I got a left tackle from the Steelers. And a 6th-round pick. Actually, this is another one. It's 49ers one. I got a 6th-round pick. And in return, I got a 5th-round pick. And I got rid of Peters. I didn't like Peters' contract. That's why I did that. And the Niners also gave me Laken Tomlinson. So just a few little moves that I made with that. I signed a wide receiver, and yeah, that's it. So no major moves and stuff, just little minor moves. Just wanted to improve the roster, make them a little bit younger for my players that I had. I think it's going to help me along the way, so my team isn't as old, which is what my major problem was. It's like having a 38-year-old Peters on there is just going to literally have me worried every week. I mean, I just look at the depth chart and I felt a lot better on the offensive line. I think it's just going to take time. Tomlinson, I made him my left guard. So I felt that I wasn't really getting that much pressure in the game, so it helped me overall. And next week we're going to play the Bengals, so I'm going to let this episode end. Until next time, this is David B69, and I'm out.